Hello, everyone. So it's good to be here. It's been a while for me. So I graduated with the first class in 2010, and it's been a ride since, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about my journey since then. So my thesis project was about one item called the kaffieh. And the journey after graduating with this thesis project. So the kaffieh, just to introduce it for people who don't know, is a scarf. I'm originally from Beirut, and I was really interested in this really typical scarf, but also headwear that was worn in the Middle East. And basically, after extensive work on the kaffieh, what happened was all my research eventually ended up in the items MoMA show that happened last year. So it was, as you see here, object number 52 and 111 most influential items. And this is me after the presentation where I presented with 26 other people presenting their own items. So I was representing the kaffieh, which I was very happy to do. And this is kind of my research that went into the items MoMA catalog. So that's kind of like at the end of this project. But before that, I have curated a show in the Lower East Side around the same topic. I've curated it in 3 different countries, as well as spoken at multiple places about this topic. I'm currently working on the book, so hopefully that will be finished before I'm old. But I also wanted to talk to you about what I did after graduation, which is really thinking about how can we take all this critical implementation of design and put it in where I was passionate, which was impact. And so I founded with other designers a platform called Design and Flow, where we really look at innovation and impact, and we work on multiple projects via empowering designers and really trying to create a better space for designers by pledging to make better work all across. And so these are some of the items that we've worked on. I wanted to show you, this is like our bestseller tote. And so it's kind of by designers, for designers. We kind of really push forth the concepts that we believe in and work on really impactful projects like this one, which is a really favorite of mine, which was really conceived as an answer to the IKEA home that has been championed by the design community, won multiple awards. And this is where really my passion comes in, where I look at these projects that we champion as designers, but actually are a fail and do not get implemented on the ground. And so being from Beirut, these are a lot of the refugee kids that we now have a crisis and we're dealing with in Lebanon, where we have over 2 million refugee kids, 2 million refugees, but 500,000 refugee kids outside of schools. And so I've been working on developing the counter to the IKEA home, which have been this structure which really is built by the locals on the ground and withstands a lot of weather, working with a local architect, and they actually build and design the whole thing themselves. This is part of a show that I curated on the same topic at part of New York Design Week, and this was the actual replica of the project that we built here. And one kind of thought that I always take with me is how can we really bridge the gap between what happens on the ground and what is being championed and written about and awarded in design. And I think this is kind of a space that really I'm very passionate about. I've been trying to push in a lot of my work, and I think it's our responsibility as design researchers and critics and writers to really, kind of understand how can we really look beyond just the obvious and go there. And what's really great is that I get to spend a lot of time on the ground to kind of work on these projects, and especially this one. And with the Gupta, what's really great about it is that it keeps on growing. So it started off as just, a design space where we're trying to kind of build a school, but now it's a whole system for education where we look at programming, we look at things on the ground that can make a difference. And we were the recipients this year of the South by Southwest Learn by Design Award for the projects. I'm very happy about that. So one project I'm working on for next year is a research and curatorial project around the augmented self, which is design and technology and how design is actually affecting the body via technology. And that's going to be a show where I also teach, and I'm the associate director of the strategic program at Parsons, the BBA program. And so kind of working for that. So that's me.